Alright, here we go. This is a poem called No Agreement. The words of the first sentence gathered. A main clause had defected. The first capitalized noun of the first sentence was dismissive, and it believed there were more than enough words to maintain the first sentence, control the direction of the paragraphs, retain power to enforce order upon the length and breadth of the story. Articles and adjectives began to rebel against the nouns that held all the privileges, while the first sentence continued to believe its rule was unassailable. Although it sent a command, squads of editors were unleashed upon the writing. A statement from the first sentence was issued afterwards. I quote, "Poor grammar had infiltrated the story, threatened the very structure of our language. To protect the internal dialogue, action had to be taken." Simple sentences in paragraphs completely vanished. Complex sentences were reduced to compounds. Jargon and clauses were summarily fragmented. Points of view were revised to only every third person remained. The tenses were reduced to there was only the present tense. Outrage ensued, with verbs and adverbs showing support for the rebellion. They erased the full stops upon their sentences as protest. Two pronouns of the first sentence went missing. They re-emerged in a distant magazine and a distant journal, claiming they were forced to participate in the redrafting of the story. They now sought to help by coordinating their resources with the rebellion. The first sentence became isolated, disconnected to the usage and language of the story. It lost control, although it continued to issue drafts. They were fragmented, inconsistent, and unstructured. Meanwhile, articles, adjectives, verbs, and adverbs overran the punctuation, smashed the concrete words until only letters remained. The end came with a re-editing of the writing. Cornered, the first sentence did not surrender. It did not face the rebels and their readers. The words of the first sentence committed deletion instead. Thousands of free words were left suffering, wondering why. There was no meaning, there were no answers, no conclusion to the reasons why the first sentence constructed the story as it was. There you go. What do you reckon? I'm sore as, I tell you. Sore as.